Hey, this is David. Today we're going to talk about the Great Reset. The Great Reset is that time in your life as a musician where you need to put down things and discover new things. And I wish I could go back in time and tell myself that years ago. I started playing guitar when I was about 15. I got my first electric guitar, Christmas '94. I was really into Joe Satriani, and then discovered Steve Vai, and then Steve Lukather, and all those guitar heroes at the time. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I wanted to beat them. I wanted to be better than them. I loved what they were doing, but I wanted to be better. I wanted to be the best guitar player ever. Okay, I don't think like that anymore. However, I had that mentality that was a little bit arrogant and was really seeking validation. I wanted people to like me. I love music, but there was another motive in there, and I just wanted recognition. That's not why I got into guitar, but that kind of was added onto it. I kept that mentality in the back of my mind in my early days as a guitar player, maybe in my first decade of playing guitar. And here's how it crept in. It crept into my practice and my approach to music, my appreciation of music, and it really, in the end, hurt myself. It really, really did. I had a life-changing moment in my 20s, mid to late 20s, where I had an awakening in my life. Now, this is not about religion or anything like that, but well, I discovered that there was purpose in life and met Christ in my 20s. Knew about him, but long story short, I had a change, and that really changed my perspective of guitar. The reason I'm saying all this is that in my first decade of playing, I was hurting myself, my improvement. I was looking at my guitar heroes at the time and trying to imitate what they were doing, learning the licks, learning the songs, note per note, the techniques and all that, so that I could eventually be better than them. I was never able to imitate what they did. Imitate maybe a little bit, but I was never able to touch anything they did. And because of that mentality where I wanted to become the best, it really hurt my playing. And I didn't realize at the time that it was impossible for me to play the way they played. It's impossible for you to play the way you want to play if you want to play like another player, simply because we are all created in a unique way. Now, because I was thinking in those lines, whenever I played something, I had almost like a perfectionist, athletic approach to guitar. I had to play the licks and the notes exactly the way they were meant to play. And that was a flaw because there's no exact way to hit a note. And so I would spend hours working on, exercises like this. You've all had that kind of thing. Great warm-up, but I was really trying to hit the notes exactly the way that it was meant to be hit, in my opinion. And that meant, at the time, hitting the fret exactly in the center between those frets for every single finger. And if I messed up something, well, I would start over. And eventually, I got pretty good at doing that, but that didn't do anything for my music. To be fair, it did do something for my music. It made it mechanical, and it made it very rigid. Although I became a good technical player, well, there was something lacking. It was very robotic. Fast forward to my, mid-30s, early 40s, I got an opportunity to meet a lot of my heroes at the time. Well, I discovered something really pretty amazing when I talked to those guys. I discovered that the common denominator between these guitar heroes that I wanted to become myself and beat was humility and integrity in their music. And I think that's what you need, what we all need. I'm not singling you out. Well, I am. I'm talking to you. I think that might be what you need. It's definitely what I need, and I need to go back to that. What do you want to say musically? How do you feel that this lick or chord or note needs to be played? And the beauty of this is that there is really one way that is proper to you. There is a best way to play a line according to you that will make you. I forgot something important. This guitar is a donor guitar. Donor guitars are very affordable guitars, but they're good guitars for this great reset we're talking about because I found that when you grab an instrument that is different, it will influence the way you play, and it would force you to communicate the musicality inside of you through an instrument that is maybe not your main instrument. This is one of their jazz models. They have tons of models. I'm going to leave the link below, but you can get these at a very affordable price. This particular model was about $130, and it plays great. Let's talk a little more about that integrity aspect. Integrity is really playing the way that will fit your vision and your voice as a guitar player. And if you're not trying in everything you play to sound the way that you should sound, you're going to be a lot more fulfilled. I was listening to an older album by Alcatraz, and Steve Vai was the guitar player in there. I love that album, Disturbing the Peace. And I was listening to this while I'm on a run. It's completely Steve Vai, and there's a lot of stuff in there that I recognized in his playing, that I recognize in Fire Garden, some of the riffs. There's some Passion and Warfare stuff in there. Really, it's all Steve, and it's very recognizable. I got to talk to Steve a few months ago. Just the integrity he has with his music and the humility and the closeness to his own personal voice whenever he's speaking is really inspirational. Whether you like Steve's music or not, you cannot deny that he's very faithful to his voice, to what he wants to communicate with the instrument. So how do you apply this to your playing? Well, when you're playing a lick, let's take the mother of all licks, this one right here. Okay, minor pentatonic lick, we're in the key of B minor, you've all heard that one. How can I play that phrase so that it sounds like me? Well, the beauty of this is that guitar is such an expressive instrument, and we can add a lot of things to add our own voice to it. We can add some vibratos, some slides, pre-bent. All those things, all those subtle things that a robot cannot do are gonna be part of your voice. What I'm gonna do is play this, and I'm gonna stop playing and I'm gonna imagine, okay, how do I wanna play this that it really sounds like David? That's what I'm having right now at the moment. I'll try that. Okay. That matches my emotion inside at the moment, right now. Okay, if I were to write this down on paper, it would be really difficult because it's not like locked into tempo. The nuances are going to be really hard to write, and that's a good indication that what I'm playing is unique in a way. Now, would you be able to kind of play this in the same way? Yeah, but it would be hard to play it exactly the way I play. You're not in my body, you're not in my mind, you don't have my soul, and vice versa. I don't have yours, so it'd be really difficult for me to play what you're playing. That breaks down the competition altogether. It's all about really being true to yourself. Along with that, there's one final thing that I'm gonna share with you that really has helped me in my great reset of approaching music, and that's re-becoming, is that a word? Re-becoming a fan of music. That's another thing that I've seen in all those guitar heroes that I got to meet in the last few years that I grew up listening to. For me, they were like guitar gods, unattainable, unhuman, like great, I'm not worthy type of, but really it's not that, and that makes it even better. When I got to talk to them, I discovered that they really have this love and passion and admiration for not the technical aspect of guitar, but music in general. And my favorite players have that. Eddie Timmons, when he talks, you could just tell that he's such, he's just in love with music. I love that. You can become a fan of music again, and not an athlete of music. That's really gonna serve your purpose. This video is getting long. I don't know if it's gonna resonate with anybody, but it really resonates with me, and I hope it resonates with you and puts you on a path of enjoyment of music. It's not about becoming the best, it's about really enjoying this gift of music through guitar. Guitar is the instrument that helps you convey these things, but it's such a beautiful gift that is to be enjoyed, and I'm so thankful that we have music. All right, I'm done with my video. Click right here to watch a series of videos that are gonna help you bring out that inner voice and accomplish that great reset we just talked about. And I also have a free melodic workshop right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you right here.